Greetings, fellow ukuleleans. Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new tutorial. I'd like to continue our talk about finding the right strum for the song and doing so without necessarily being spoon-fed the information about downs and ups and listening to songs and really getting into the feel of songs. So we're going to continue that, except today we're going to talk about a different time signature than the last couple tutorials. This one's going to be 3/4 time, otherwise known as waltz time. Way back when the Viennese Waltz was all the rage in Europe, it was one of the most popular dance forms. It was a dance that was based on 3 beats, a cycle of 3 beats. And so generally we accent that first one. We think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. By putting emphasis on that first one, that kind of gives the dance steps a little bit of form to it. It has like a continuity. And also helps you really feel it when you accent that one. So that's the first tip I have for you, is really punch that one. There's a variety of strums that you can do in 3/4. We're going to just briefly talk about the most important ones. So the easiest one, of course, is just quarter notes, just 1 for every tap of the foot. And I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So it's just 3 simple down strums. And then you can go further. You can add some up strums, you can add some eighth notes, you can add some other accents, etc. There's lots of places to go from there. Though that chord sequence I played at the beginning, that was Still Crazy After All These Years by Paul Simon, one of my favorite songwriters of all time. And that's a great example of a waltz. It's not your typical 3/4 time song, maybe not like Tennessee Waltz is, or Edelweiss or something like that, these really well-known tunes. But for a pop tune, it's a really interesting 3/4 time song. In that, I did lots of other things besides just the straight strums that I'm going to show you today. And I'm not going to discuss some of those more advanced strums. We're going to keep it short, we're going to keep it simple, and if you need any more help from there, just let me know, and I'll give you some of those more advanced strums and some of the more subtle things that you can do. And that chord sequence is a little more complex than some of the other songs that we'll discuss. Tennessee Waltz, we'll see those are very easy chords. And then if we have time, we'll do Piano Man, which also is pretty easy chords. So that basic strum of quarter notes, that'll get you through. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on a G chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So whether it's Still Crazy After All These Years or Piano Man, Tennessee Waltz, you name it, Down in the Valley, I'll give you a list. I'll actually, down below, I'll make a list in the comments section, and I'll link to videos of these songs. There's probably like 20 of them that are famous waltzes that you'll surely know, the majority of them. Some are Beatles songs, some are old pop tunes, some are songs from the early 20th century, way back. So we'll do them all. So we have Tennessee Waltz. Let's do it in C. C chord, C7 chord, an F chord, and the only other chord is a G7 chord. Later on in the chorus, they go to an E7 chord. We'll hit that when we get to it. So applying our very basic quarter note strum, just 3 simple down strums to Tennessee Waltz. Let's try that out. Let's see how it works. So I'm just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's the most basic. If you wanted to get a little fancier, throw an up strum on the end of 2 like this. So you have down, down, up, down. And then it's tempting to sometimes throw another up strum in there on the end of 3. So you get down, down, up, down, up. I did that a little bit. I just had a couple moments where I went into that strum. So I mix and match those freely. I sometimes will only do down, down, up, down, and other times I add down, down, up, down, up. So that's a matter of feel, and that's a matter of taste. As long as you're expressing the waltz feel and the 3/4 time, you can mix and match these freely.